Good morning. Welcome to Reporter's Notebook. I'm Pat Lawson-Muse. This morning, we start with the Virginia governor's race and all the debate swirling about Bob McDonnell. The Virginia race has Republican McDonnell under the microscope again. As chairman of the Virginia State House Courts of Justice Committee, McDonnell's comments about gays surfaced this week, further intensifying the dialogue about McDonnell's past writings and his views about women and now gays. What exactly did he write? What did he say that stirred this last debate?
It was concerning a judge in the Peninsula area, Hampton, Newport News, that area, who had been accused of sexual harassment. She was called to testify before a committee which she was a member at the time in the House. And the break of it is the fact that at some point, he suggested that her sexual orientation or acts against nature could be impactful in the carrying out of this judge's duties. Now, the judge contends to this very day that she was not a homosexual. Many in the Senate and the House indicated that there was no issue about her sexuality except that McDonnell put it forward. So, 6 years later, he's trying to recant some of the things that he told reporters, but reporters are sticking by their story that said he very specifically had problems with sexual orientation. So that's kind of the rub.
It's turned into almost a replay of the last governor's race where, Allen was the front runner and he had a quote-unquote macaca moment and where he misspoke. And now we have all these writings that people are bringing up about from McDonnell's very conservative nature and stature and things that he said. The thing that he claims is that it has nothing to do with how he feels today. He was younger, he's changed, but if you look at his legislative record, it's one thing to say something and then you change your mind. Everybody has that prerogative, but when your record and then when examples like this keep popping up, then that makes the voter nervous and you lose your credibility, and the lead that he gained over the summer, he has seen slowly diminish.
And I think this really digs heavily into his political platform. The fact that he says he has changed. Well, I don't know. When you talk to women's groups, the comments that he made last week or so about the women's groups, and then come back on, now you're dealing with the gay community. These are two populations that you don't want to be in offense with.
Some of his colleagues, former colleagues in the General Assembly, recall telling him at the time, you don't want to go there. You leave that alone. You want to run for Attorney General someday. And I will add that when Governor Kane first came into office, one of the first acts that he put forward was to eliminate discrimination against another protected class, which are homosexuals. And McDonnell came out against that proposal.
I made a mistake. I said governor's race when I was talking about Allen. I meant Senate race.
Yeah.
But also, you can see how McDonnell is running scared in the latest set of his commercial, where his first comments are about his working mother who raised him, and then you see all the pictures of his daughters, one of them who's in the military and has served in Iraq. And so he's, I think, trying to show an image that today I'm not the man I was when I said those things.
Every daddy is going to call his little girl or his daughters girls, but I don't think it plays too well calling grown women, even in his family, those girls.